Hello again everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am going to do a more light-hearted reading today about Meghan's Netflix show, the animated series which is described as a heartfelt adventure comedy series. Heartfelt is a word that we hear often with Meghan and Harry, and this description was in the recent ad that's been placed by Netflix for an art director for this series. Now, we know that the series has been in development between Meghan and David Furnish. I've already shuffled the cards. I'm just going to shuffle a little bit more while I'm talking to you. We know that it's been in development for at least 2 years, meaning that it was in development before Megxit. So 2 years already, and they're only now hiring an art director. That to me doesn't bode well. I know a bit about film production, and that really doesn't bode well. So also interesting is the fact that Netflix is hiring the art director. Meghan and Harry aren't hiring the art director. Their production company is not hiring the art director. The ad is quite interesting. It goes on for pages, but it ends with the sentence, "The person needs to collaborate with grace, humility, inclusion, and open-mindedness." A sentence that could only have been written by Meghan Markle. So I want to know how the series is going. I have some detailed questions I want to do in other readings. I want to look at who's doing the voice work. There's some interesting names being touted around as being involved, including Meghan and Harry and George Clooney. I want to look at whether Meghan in fact lifted the idea from somewhere else. I want to look at how Netflix is doing, but I'm going to save those for later readings in the next few days. For now, today, I just want to know, how is it going between Meghan and Netflix? Have Netflix really taken charge of the series and more or less sidelined Meghan because they are so desperate to get some blood out of the stone that has so far not produced anything at all? And really, Netflix must be getting pretty desperate. Whoever hired them, whoever paid, must be pretty desperate. And it says it all. 10 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Underlying energy of this read, it's not going well at all. Couldn't be going worse. Somebody's reputation is ruined. Possibly whoever concocted the deal between Meghan and Harry and Netflix is not very happy right now. Possibly Meghan isn't very happy right now. Possibly the series has hit rock bottom, and really things are going very, very badly. But that's quite an entertaining energy for the underlying energy of this reading. I'm doing just a general Celtic cross, and we're just going to see how the vibe is between them. So what is the situation right now between Meghan and Netflix? And judgment has come out. It's the moment of truth for them. And I apologize for the dog barking in the background. It's dog walking time where I live, and they're all out and about. It's moment of truth for Meghan and for Netflix. If this doesn't come off, then that's it. And it's very public. Really, somebody, I would say one of the really high ups at Netflix, has put their foot down and said, time to wake up, time to get real, time to actually start doing something. It's time to stop drinking rosé all day and actually come up with some scripts, some concepts, something we can work on. Even if we have to start hiring ourselves, it's now time to get busy. So yeah, I don't think all is happy in Montecito right now. Again, As usual, this is a tarot reading, it's an energy reading, it's for entertainment purposes, and you do your own work, your own research, and reach your own conclusions. But the cards are saying, yeah, things are a little bit tense right now, and people are not happy. This is the challenge card. What is the challenge at the moment? The challenge is that what has been produced or offered so far has been rejected by Netflix. Netflix not interested in all the vanity projects and all the stuff that has been offered to them by Harry and Meghan. We're talking specifically about Meghan now because we all know she's in charge and she's the one who wants to be the producer. But Netflix is not happy. They've turned a whole lot of proposals down, and they are now saying, this is your last chance. The Four of Cups in reverse is very often the missed opportunities card, ruining the day, regretting what has happened, and thinking, if only I could have a do-over. I'd like to have another bite at that apple that I so gleefully turned down. Somebody here is thinking that they really regret the choices that they've made, and yeah, it's not looking good for the relationship between the two parties. So what is hidden from us? What don't we know about what's going on at the moment? And here is the Chariot in reverse. It's not going well at all. Chariot in reverse, the wheels have come off. The parties involved have been overambitious, have not been able to control their energies, focus their minds. They have really driven the thing into a ditch. It's come to a halt. It's come to a grinding halt. Major arcana. This is big. And with the Judgment card there as well, this is a big moment. This is a critical moment for them. Things really have come unstuck, badly unstuck. And now there's a mad scramble on the go to try and salvage what they can from the wreckage of this literal car crash. It's a car crash. The cards are very clear about that. So, what are they focused on right now? What are they trying to achieve? And I get the Page of Cups in the reverse. There's a lot of unhappy people around. A lot of people who are disappointed, who are feeling like they had faith in a situation they shouldn't have had faith in, feeling let down. Somebody owes somebody an apology that's not forthcoming also. It's really not looking good, and it could also be that somebody is distracted with the fact that somebody has just allegedly had a baby, and the baby is getting in the way. I'm on maternity leave for the next 5 months. I think we saw that news come out a few weeks ago. I'm on maternity leave, so Netflix has stepped in while that somebody is on maternity leave, and Netflix is now trying to get the car back on the road. And good luck, Netflix. What's happened in the recent past with this series, The Moon? Things have not been going well at all. There's been a lot of distrust between the parties. There's been a lot of secret communications, a lot of hiding away. I would say that maybe somebody isn't answering the phone when they should be answering the phone, communicating when they should be communicating. A lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that I would say Netflix is not aware of or suspects. They're suspicious, they don't trust Meghan, and they are really left in the dark about what is going on, and they're very unhappy about it. And this is why the Judgment card came out in the position where it did, where the voice from above spoke and said, you lot, get with it, wake up, get busy. So, interesting energies, major arcana there. We've got 3 major arcana already. So this is not going well, and it's not going well in a very public way now with the Judgment card. In the past, it was secret that it wasn't going well, but now it's coming out that it's not going well, and that things have been rejected, things have been turned down, things haven't been good enough. Netflix has not been pleased so far with what they have been offered, and now Meghan has turned her attention elsewhere. It could even be a bit of rosé all day, not really in there at all, and Netflix is very upset. Next steps. What's coming up next in this mess? Because it looks like it's a mess. And we get the Four of Pentacles in reverse. I would say from that card that Meghan is losing control of the situation. It's been taken in charge by Netflix, and I was going to ask a specific question about that. I will still, but it is telling me that things are not going well, that the money is being lost. The Four of Pentacles in reverse does mean losing control of finances. Obviously, advances have been paid, people have been hired, money has been spent, and it has not been seen any successful returns so far. I think Netflix feels that they have lost control of the budget, and Meghan Markle possibly feels that she has lost control of the project. So not looking good for Meghan as a producer at this point. So this is the specific card that I've allocated to that question. Has she been sidelined by Netflix? Have Netflix decided that they are now going to take charge of this mess and try and sort it out? 10 of Pentacles in reverse, I think so. 10 of Pentacles in reverse means that somebody who thought that they were sitting pretty with this very comfortable scenario with the big bucks, everybody happy, this long and successful partnership between them, which is going to make them all abundant and go on for generations, not so much. It's not looking good for Montecito, for the duo in Montecito. It's not looking good for Netflix either. It looks like Netflix thinks that they have lost an awful lot of money already. It could be that those two are sitting in Montecito, living the life of Larry, and Netflix has paid for it basically, and now wants to recoup some of that money that's being lost. But that's big money there that has been lost, that Netflix feels that either they have lost or they will lose if Meghan stays in charge of the production. Clearly she isn't up to the job. So how does Netflix feel about Meghan? What do they think of her? What do they think about her? Another 10. 10s are very final. So we're at the end game here with this, with Judgment as well. It's very clear that this is your last chance. The Four of Cups, also last chance. Last chance, last chance, last chance. 10 of Cups in reverse. They see through her. They see that she's just maintaining an illusion of happiness, of success. The family, the whole family thing, Meghan, Harry, and the two kids, just a lie. A complete farce, and none of it is real, none of it is true. They see through her. They clearly see through this House of Cards that is falling down here in the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Very unhappy. Money is not there. Happiness is not there. Success is not there. The family unit is falling apart in both of these cards. So they really see that there's a lot of trouble in Montecito, and they're not happy at all with her. 10 of Cups from Netflix's point of view. Not only do they see the unhappiness in the family situation with Harry and Meghan and the children, they are also themselves bitterly unhappy with Meghan. They are bitterly unhappy with her. They couldn't be more unhappy. This is maximum unhappiness with her. Maximum financial loss, maximum unhappiness. So, what are the hopes and fears for the production? They still think that it's possible they can pull this one out of the fire with the 7 of Cups. They still think that there is something that they can do, but they're really floundering. The 7 of Cups is, I've got all these options. Which one shall I choose? Who shall I cast? Who shall I hire? Who's writing it? What angle are we going to go on? We have options. We have possibilities. We haven't run out of possibilities yet. But the 7 of Cups is the card of being deluded, being absolutely deluded about those possibilities. It's not seeing the reality of the situation at all. So there is a lot of hype around this, false hope, I would say, that they are thinking they can pull this one out of the fire, but remember the underlying energy here, 10 of Swords. It's really not looking good. We have 3 tens. I forgot about this one down here. We have 3 tens. That's a terrible card in the upright, and these 2 are terrible cards in the reverse. So things are really, really looking bad for this project. So how is it ultimately going to go? Assuming it gets made, how is the public going to receive it? It may not even get there. 9 of Wands. 9 of Wands is a real bruising. That's Meghan. Meghan is battered and bruised by this. She's going to be battered and bruised. Netflix is going to be battered and bruised as well. If they get to the end of the road with this, and it actually is streamed on Netflix, they are going to be pilloried, I would say. There are a lot of sore heads here. There are a lot of battered egos. There are a lot of battered reputations there. People that are quite defiant about things and quite exhausted and upset, and a lot of bad press about this, because Wands, of course, are the media as well. And so it's not going to look good for the creators of this series. It's not going to be well received. It's really, I think, some reputations are going to be ruined there, as this card really hints. So, does not look like Pearl is going to do very well from the cards that I'm seeing here, and I'm sure that there are some happy people out there hearing this. I know I, for one, am quite glad about this. I, as I say, have got a film background, and I have always been absolutely horrified that Harry and Meghan got that deal with Netflix, which seemed so unfair based on their absolute zero expertise and skill, and chickens are coming home to roost. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'll see you on the next one.